Hey everyone, welcome back to Unlock English Podcast. Today we're talking about something that has the power to completely change the way you think, feel, and even act.
That's right. We're talking about the power of words. Not just the words we say to others, but more importantly, the words we say to ourselves.
Have you ever noticed that when you say, "I'm so bad at this," you actually feel worse? But when you say, "I'm still learning this," suddenly it feels possible?
Exactly. The words we use shape our mindset, our confidence, and even our success. So today we're going to explore how changing your words can literally change your life.
And of course, we've got some great examples, real-life studies, and practical techniques that you can start using right away.
So let's dive in. Let's start with a simple question. Why do words have such a powerful effect on our mindset?
It all comes down to how our brain processes language. Words don't just describe reality, they shape reality.
Yep. There's actually a famous study by Dr. Andrew Newberg, a neuroscientist, that shows that just hearing negative words can activate the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and stress.
Right. And on the flip side, positive words can trigger the release of dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that make us feel happy and motivated.
So basically, if you tell yourself, "I'm not good at English," your brain actually reinforces that belief. But if you say, "I'm improving my English every day," your brain starts to believe that too.
It's like your brain is listening to everything you say and it believes you.
Which means we need to be very careful with the words we choose.
Exactly. And that brings us to
Okay, so we know words matter. But how do we actually change the way we talk to ourselves?
great question. The trick is word substitution, replacing negative, limiting words with words that empower us.
Let's do a little experiment. Quinn, tell me something you struggle with.
Okay. I can't focus for long periods.
All right. Now, let's reframe that. Instead of saying, "I can't focus," say, "I'm learning how to focus better."
Oh, that feels different. It's like I'm making progress instead of being stuck.
Exactly. Because the first version sounds like a dead end. I can't. But the second version makes it clear that you're improving.
Okay, let's try another one. Instead of saying, "I'm bad at English," what could we say?
How about, "I'm getting better at English every day," or "I'm working on my English skills"?
Yes, it shifts from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset.
And this isn't just positive thinking. It's based on psychology. When we use growth-focused language, our brain actually starts finding ways to improve.
It's like giving your brain a GPS. If you say, "I'll never be good at English," your brain says, "Okay, we won't try." But if you say, "I'm learning every day," your brain says, "Great. Let's find ways to improve."
So the next time you catch yourself saying something negative, pause and reframe it.
That's a game changer.
All right, let's back this up with some science.
Yes. One of my favorite studies on this comes from Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist known for her work on growth mindset.
Ah, I love her research. She found that students who were praised for their effort rather than their intelligence performed much better over time.
Exactly. Saying you're so smart makes someone afraid to fail, but saying you worked really hard on this encourages persistence.
And the same applies to language learning. Instead of saying, "I'm bad at grammar," say, "I'm practicing my grammar every day."
That small shift can literally rewire your brain to be more resilient and confident.
All right, let's give our listeners some actionable tips they can use right now.
Yes. Here are 3 techniques you can start using today. 1. The yet technique. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can't do this yet. The word yet keeps the door open for improvement. 2. Rephrase negative thoughts. Swap out negative phrases for empowering ones. I always make mistakes. Try, every mistake helps me learn. This is too hard. Try, this is a challenge and I'm getting better. 3. Daily positive affirmations. Say positive statements out loud every morning. I am improving every day. I am confident in my English skills. I speak clearly and people understand me.
It might feel weird at first, but trust me, it works.
100%. Your brain absorbs what you repeatedly tell it.
All right, let's recap.
Today, we learned that words shape our mindset. What we say to ourselves affects our confidence and actions.
We talked about how replacing negative phrases with positive, growth-oriented ones can literally rewire our brains for success.
And we gave you 3 simple techniques to start applying today.
So now, it's your turn. Pay attention to your words this week. Catch those negative thoughts and flip them into something empowering.
And remember, your words have power. Use them wisely.
Thanks for listening to Unlock English Podcast. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend.
Until next time, keep speaking positively and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.